Welcome to our channel, KB Learn and Quotes. The physics topics mentioned below will be covered in our video series, related to MDCAT or another related entry tests. Mechanics, thermodynamics, electricity and magnetism, waves and optics, modern physics. Kindly subscribe.
If a car travels at a constant speed around a circular track, the direction of its acceleration is. The options are A. Towards the center of the circle, B. Away from the center of the circle, C. Tangent to the circle, D. Perpendicular to the circle.
Correct answer is A. Towards the center of the circle. Which of the following is an example of projectile motion? The options are A car moving along a straight road, B. A ball thrown vertically upwards, C. A satellite orbiting the Earth, D. A person walking on the ground. Correct answer is B. A ball thrown vertically upwards. The weight of an object is defined as the options are A. Mass of the object multiplied by the acceleration due to gravity, B. Force required to lift the object, C. Volume of the object multiplied by its density, D. Force exerted by the object on a supporting surface. Correct answer is A. Mass of the object multiplied by the acceleration due to gravity. An object is moving with a constant velocity. Which of the following statements is true? The options are A. The object must be at rest, B. The object must be accelerating, C. The net force acting on the object is zero, D. The object must be in free fall. Correct answer is C. The net force acting on the object is zero when an object is in equilibrium. The options are A. It must be at rest, B. It must have zero velocity, C. The net force acting on it is zero, D. It must be accelerating. Correct answer is C. The net force acting on it is zero. Which of the following is a vector quantity? The options are A. Mass, B. Speed, C. Force, D. Volume. Correct answer is C. Force. The force of gravity between two objects depends on. The options are A. The mass of one object only, B. The distance between the objects only, C. Both the masses of the objects and the distance between them, D. Neither the masses of the objects nor the distance between them. Correct answer is C. Both the masses of the objects and the distance between them. If the mass of an object remains constant while the force acting on it doubles, what happens to its acceleration? The options are A. It doubles, B. It halves, C. It remains the same, D. It becomes zero. Correct answer is A. It doubles. Which of the following statements best describes Newton's first law of motion? The options are A. An object in motion tends to stay in motion unless acted upon by an external force. B. The acceleration of an object is directly proportional to the net force acting on it, and inversely proportional to its mass. C. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. D. The force required to accelerate an object is equal to the product of its mass and acceleration. Correct answer is A. An object in motion tends to stay in motion unless acted upon by an external force. The force required to maintain the motion of an object moving at constant velocity in the presence of friction is called. The options are A. Kinetic force. B. Static force. C. Frictional force. D. Gravitational force. Correct answer is C. Frictional force. Which of the following statements is true about the coefficient of friction? The options are A. It depends only on the nature of the surfaces in contact. B. It depends only on the force applied to the object. C. It depends on both the nature of the surfaces in contact and the force applied to the object. D. It is independent of the normal force. Correct answer is A. It depends only on the nature of the surfaces in contact. An object moves in a straight line with a constant speed. Which of the following statements about its motion is true? The options are A. There is no net force acting on the object. B. The object must be accelerating. C. The object must be at rest. D. The object must be in free fall. Correct answer is A. There is no net force acting on the object. Which of the following is true about the acceleration of an object in free fall? The options are A. It is constant. B. It increases linearly with time. C. It decreases linearly with time. D. It is zero. Correct answer is A. It is constant. The normal force exerted by a surface on an object is always. The options are A. Greater than the weight of the object. B. Equal to the weight of the object. C. Less than the weight of the object. D. Zero. Correct answer is B. Equal to the weight of the object. The force required to lift an object upwards at a constant velocity is equal to. The options are A. The weight of the object. B. The mass of the object. C. The acceleration due to gravity. D. Zero. Correct answer is A. The weight of the object. Which of the following is a unit of momentum? The options are A. kg, m. B. ms. C. kg, m. s. D. n. m. Correct answer is C. kg/m/s. The conservation of momentum principle states that A. Momentum is always conserved in an isolated system. B. Momentum is always conserved in a non-isolated system. C. Momentum is never conserved. D. Momentum is conserved only in collisions. Correct answer is A. Momentum is always conserved in an isolated system. Which of the following statements is true about elastic collisions? The options are A. Kinetic energy is not conserved. B. Momentum is not conserved. C. Both momentum and kinetic energy are conserved. D. Only momentum is conserved. Correct answer is C. Both momentum and kinetic energy are conserved. Which of the following is true about an inelastic collision? The options are A. Kinetic energy is conserved. B. Momentum is not conserved. C. Both momentum and kinetic energy are conserved. D. Only momentum is conserved. Correct answer is D. Only momentum is conserved. Which of the following statements is true about work done by a force? The options are A. It depends only on the magnitude of the force. B. It depends only on the displacement of the object. C. It depends on both the magnitude of the force and the displacement of the object. D. It depends on the acceleration of the object. Correct answer is C. It depends on both the magnitude of the force and the displacement of the object. What is the unit of work? The options are A. Joule. B. Newton. C. Watt. D. Pascal. Correct answer is A. Joule. Which of the following is an example of work being done? The options are A. Holding a heavy box without moving it. B. Pushing against a wall. C. Lifting a book off the floor. D. Sitting still in a chair. Correct answer is C. Lifting a book off the floor. The work energy theorem states that the options are A. Work done by a force is equal to the change in momentum of the object. B. Work done by a force is equal to the kinetic energy of the object. C. Work done by a force is equal to the potential energy of the object. D. Work done by a force is equal to the gravitational potential energy of the object. Correct answer is B. Work done by a force is equal to the kinetic energy of the object. What happens to the gravitational potential energy of an object as it falls freely towards the ground? The options are A. It increases. B. It decreases. C. It remains constant. D. It becomes zero. Correct answer is B. It decreases. Which of the following statements is true about power? The options are A. It is the rate of doing work. B. It depends only on the force applied. C. It depends only on the displacement of the object. D. It is equal to the force applied times the displacement of the object. Correct answer is A. It is the rate of doing work. What is the SI unit of power? The options are A. Joule. B. Newton. C. Watt. D. Pascal. Correct answer is C. Watt. If two objects of different masses are lifted to the same height, which object has more gravitational potential energy? The options are A. The lighter object. B. The heavier object. C. Both have the same gravitational potential energy. D. It depends on the distance lifted. Correct answer is B. The heavier object. Which of the following statements is true about kinetic energy? The options are A. It depends on the mass of the object only. B. It depends on the velocity of the object only. C. It depends on both the mass and velocity of the object. D. It is independent of the mass and velocity of the object. Correct answer is C. It depends on both the mass and velocity of the object. Which of the following equations represents the relationship between kinetic energy, K, mass, M, and velocity, V? The options are A. Equals K equals mv. B. Equals 12 to K equals to 1 mv2. C. Equals 12 K equals to 1 mv. D. Equals 2 to K equals m2 v2. Correct answer is B. Equals 12 to K equals to 1 mv2. Which of the following statements is true about the conservation of energy? The options are A. Energy is always conserved in an isolated system. B. Energy is always conserved in a non-isolated system. C. Energy is never conserved. D. Energy is conserved only in collisions. Correct answer is A. Energy is always conserved in an isolated system. Which of the following types of energy is associated with an object's position or height above a reference point? The options are A. Kinetic energy. B. Gravitational potential energy. C. Elastic potential energy. D. Chemical energy. Correct answer is B. Gravitational potential energy. What is the relationship between work done and the change in kinetic energy of an object? The options are A. Work done equals the change in kinetic energy. B. Work done is equal to the square of the change in kinetic energy. C. Work done is equal to the reciprocal of the change in kinetic energy. D. Work done is independent of the change in kinetic energy. Correct answer is A. Work done equals the change in kinetic energy. A machine requires 500 J of work to lift a box to a certain height. If the machine does this in 10 seconds, what is the power of the machine? The options are A. 50 W. B. 100 W. C. 500 W. D. 5,000 W. Correct answer is D. It is independent of the mass and velocity of the object. Which of the following statements is true about potential energy? The options are A. It depends only on the mass of the object. B. It depends only on the velocity of the object. C. It depends on both the mass and velocity of the object. D. It is independent of the mass and velocity of the object. Correct answer is D. It is independent of the mass and velocity of the object. A ball is dropped from a certain height. As it falls freely, it's... The options are A. Kinetic energy increases and potential energy decreases. B. Kinetic energy decreases and potential energy increases. C. Kinetic energy and potential energy both increase. D. Kinetic energy and potential energy both decrease. Correct answer is A. Kinetic energy increases and potential energy decreases. A machine requires 1000 J of work to lift a box to a certain height. If the machine does this in 5 seconds, what is the power of the machine? The options are A. 200 W, B. 250 W, C. 500 W, D. 1000 W. Correct answer is C. 500 W. An object with a mass of 2 kilograms is thrown vertically upwards with an initial velocity of 10 ms. What is its kinetic energy at its highest point? The options are A. 0 J, B. 50 J, C. 100 J, D. 200 J. Correct answer is A. 0 J. Which of the following statements is true about conservative forces? The options are A. They can perform work in a closed loop without changing the total mechanical energy of a system. B. They dissipate energy as heat. C. They depend on the path taken and not just the initial and final positions. D. They are always frictional forces. Correct answer is A. They can perform work in a closed loop without changing the total mechanical energy of a system. An object is thrown upwards at an angle to the horizontal. At the highest point of its trajectory, its acceleration is. The options are A. 0, B. Maximum, C. Minimum, D. Equal to the acceleration due to gravity. Correct answer is A. 0. The force of friction between two surfaces depends on. The options are A. The area of contact between the surfaces, B. The speed of the moving object, C. The nature of the surfaces and the normal force between them, D. The gravitational force acting on the object. Correct answer is C. The nature of the surfaces and the normal force between them. Which of the following statements is true about the coefficient of restitution? The options are A. It measures the kinetic energy lost in a collision. B. It is always greater than 1. C. It is a scalar quantity. D. It is independent of the materials involved in the collision. Correct answer is A. It measures the kinetic energy lost in a collision. An object is moving in a circular path at constant speed. Which of the following statements about its acceleration is true? The options are A. Its acceleration is directed radially outward. B. Its acceleration is directed tangentially to the path. C. Its acceleration is 0. D. Its acceleration is directed perpendicular to the path. Correct answer is A. Its acceleration is directed radially outward. Which of the following equations represents the relationship between force, F, mass, M, and acceleration, ba. The options are A equals F equals ma, B equals F equals am, C equals plus F equals m plus a, D equals F equals m a. Correct answer is A equals F equals ma. Which of the following statements is true about a system in static equilibrium? The options are A. The net force acting on the system is zero, but the net torque may be non-zero. B. The net force acting on the system is non-zero, but the net torque is zero. C. Both the net force and net torque acting on the system are zero. D. Neither the net force nor net torque acting on the system are zero. Correct answer is C. Both the net force and net torque acting on the system are zero. The net force acting on an object is given by the options are A. Vector sum of all the forces acting on the object, B. Scalar sum of all the forces acting on the object, C. Product of mass and acceleration of the object, D. Ratio of mass to acceleration of the object. Correct answer is C. Both the net force and net torque acting on the system are zero. Which of the following statements is true about frictional force? The options are A. It always opposes the motion of an object, B. It depends only on the velocity of the object, C. It is independent of the nature of the surfaces in contact, D. It is a conservative force. Correct answer is A. It always opposes the motion of an object. An object is moving in a circular path at constant speed. Which of the following statements about its acceleration is true? The options are A. Its acceleration is directed radially outward, B. Its acceleration is directed tangentially to the path, C. Its acceleration is zero, D. Its acceleration is directed perpendicular to the path. Correct answer is A. Its acceleration is directed radially outward. Which of the following statements is true about the conservation of momentum in a collision? The options are A. Total momentum is always conserved in an isolated system, B. Total momentum is never conserved in a non-isolated system, C. Total momentum is always conserved in an inelastic collision, D. Total momentum is always conserved in an elastic collision. Correct answer is A. Total momentum is always conserved in an isolated system. Which of the following statements is true about an object in free fall? The options are A. Its velocity is constant, B. Its acceleration is zero, C. Its velocity is decreasing, D. Its acceleration is constant. Correct answer is D. Its acceleration is constant. A force of 10 N acts on an object in the direction of motion. If the object moves a distance of 5 m in the direction of the force, how much work is done? The options are A. 50 J, B. 10 J, C. 5 J, D. 2 J. Correct answer is A. 50 J.